refrigerator.
Okay.
Hi everyone. So some of you might not know that I'm the new admin of Something World Eating on a Budget Facebook group, and there's almost 12,000 members on there, and I do see a lot of questions popping up for tips and tricks on eating healthily on a budget. So I thought I'd just do my top 5 tips this week, because many of you know that I do like to live frugally because we are renovating our whole house and we're saving up for a wedding, a honeymoon, everything all at once. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity. So the first thing I would recommend more than anything else is try and buy your meat in bulk, if you're not vegetarian, that is. And if I'm not near a market where you can get some fantastic bargains, I would definitely recommend Muscle Food, because it's very easy for anyone to just shop online, and there's various deals that you can get. And here I'm unboxing their summer slimming selection, and you get absolutely tons of stuff: 12 200 grams of chicken breasts, 2 lots of 4 Irish rump steaks, 4 beef hash steaks, 400 grams of extra lean minced beef, and it's British, 4 lean steak burgers, 8 chicken mini fillets. Anyway, you get the gist, and it's all for £45, and I can't wait to try those meatballs as well. They are massive. So if you are going to do this, you definitely need some freezer space, and get some freezer bags. And I like to just portion them all off, because it's not cost effective to be lazy and just chuck it in the freezer, because you can only freeze and defrost meats once. I did do a review on them back in November, I think, with a recipe as well. Many of the meats, I believe, are sin free, and I'll leave some discount codes as well below. So definitely make sure you've got enough space in your freezer, and defrost those the night before or the morning you're about to make a meal, and it will save you a fair amount of money. Number 2 is probably a no-brainer, and that is to cook in bulk. But again, you might need some freezer space, unless you don't mind eating the same meals 2 days in a row. I quite like leftovers the morning after. Sometimes it tastes much better, but it's a great time-saving way just to give you a bit of a rest. And this kind of cooking is perfect in a slow cooker. So I'll leave a link to all of my slow cooker recipes below, so you can check any out there. And number 3 is my most fun way of doing it, but that's because I do go into supermarkets every day, and that is to raid the reduced aisle. I really don't care what I look like. I don't care what people think of me if I just dive in and get some really good bargains. I've actually invented some of my most favourite recipes doing this, and if you've never heard of cream of radish soup, I highly recommend giving that a go, because that was yummy. And of course you've got to be creative, but you'll get to try things you never thought of having. And I think this is a perfect way to do soups, because who cares what a vegetable looks like, because it's all going to get blitzed anyway. So usually I'll do a big batch of soup in my soup maker, and I'll just pour it into freezable soup containers and pop them in the freezer. So I've got backups for the times when I'm really busy. And generally I actually find it's fine to just defrost in the microwave. So that's definitely one of the cheapest ways I eat during the day. Number 4 is it doesn't have to be all about meat. There's quite a lot of ingredients that are really filling, and they've got a great shelf life, and I think lentils are perfect for this. And if you watched my video a few months back about what I eat in a day, I actually showed you a lentil curry, and that lasted me days. But just try and bulk things up. I know I've read on the forum today that somebody likes to grate mushrooms in instead of mincemeat. I think I'll definitely give that a go. So that is something to think about. And my final one is to pre-cook things before they turn. So what I tend to do is just take everything out and just either turn things into a soup that is going to turn. Some people chip and parboil their potatoes and then pop them in the freezer. You can freeze fruits, and I know when you make smoothies it does turn them into sugar, but to be honest that's the only way I like to eat fruit. So I blended those and popped them in the freezer, and they were fine. I don't like to throw hard bread away, so another tip is that you can actually blitz your bread into fine breadcrumbs. You'll have to weigh them later, unless you want to weigh them in portions now, and just freeze those and they'll defrost in a matter of minutes. And I found as well that even if you freeze fresh herbs after you've chopped them, I don't think it actually makes any difference. I think it keeps its freshness. So I hope you like that video, and if you've got any tips then please comment below, but I'll also write a blog post about this and post everybody else's comments to help you. Yeah, don't forget to give this a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!